Guys, I am back and today I'm going to be doing a quick get ready with me. I don't know if you know this or if you watch a lot of my videos, but I just took like a 2 week break from uploading, which wasn't planned or intentional. Usually if I'm going to take kind of a break from uploading, I know it's coming and I warn my audience, but this time it was unintentional, and so I wanted to take a little bit of time to get ready to do an easier video to film and kind of just quickly touch on everything, why I took a little bit of a break and what's going on. So I'm going to start priming my face. Yes, I took a 2 week break. One of the reasons is walking over here right now. It is my sponge. Sorry, she loves sponges. And that's my microphone. This is George. Her actual name is Hestia. I am cat sitting for a couple of weeks. I wasn't filming last weekend because the time I had normally to film, I was driving to pick her up from a friend of mine. She does not like me holding her like this. She does like me. Like, I would like to clarify, she does. Like, I just cuddled her with her for like an hour while I took a nap. Like, she's fine. I'm not torturing her. It's part of why I didn't film last weekend. There's not much I can do about her being like this. I just have to wait for her to get bored and then she'll leave me alone. But right now I'm doing something and I'm not giving her attention, and that is uncalled for. So I'm going to try and get her to sit in my lap, but I'm not sure how that's going to go. So I took a little bit of a break from a lot of things that are in my normal routine. I didn't work out for over a week, which is not super normal for me. The last time I took aside from when I'm like traveling, obviously I don't like force myself to work out when I'm like doing something else with my time, just because I don't know, I don't like hanging out, like if I'm visiting family, being like, oh, let me just go like work out real quick, because I can work out when I get home. I don't know, that's how I view it at least. But yeah, I took like 2 weeks off of working out, which was a time. And then I've been doing a lot of stuff for work. I have about a month left in my program, and it's definitely like hit a new pace of like trying to finish things up, but also it's not that I'm running out of time. Like, I have plenty of time to do the things I'm doing, but I don't, I want to make sure I'm staying busy, but I don't want to over sign up for stuff and then leave a bunch of things unfinished. So it's been hard. Some days are kind of boring just because I'm like waiting to hear back on people about the projects I have running, but I can't like ask for new projects or start new assignments because I know I don't have time to finish them. I have enough time to finish the ones that I have. So that's been good. But back to like my break, I had my like final presentation that I had to send to HR. So I had like a strict deadline. So I did spend some extra time at home working on that because it was just really important, not just to my boss, but to me, that it like turn out really well, because this is something that like other managers and people in the company will be seeing, and like HR will be seeing it, and those are the hiring people who will be passing along my resume possibly in the future. So yeah, it was kind of stressful. And then while all of that was going on, I was wrapping up my interviewing process for next summer. That was what was really stressing me out, just because at least in the industry I'm in, it's very common to have at least 2 rounds of interview. So I had like the career fair, which I've talked about on my channel before in a previous Get Ready With Me, and then I had some first round interviews, a lot of second round interview, and then a lot of different like final interviews. And there were certain companies where I did final round interviews with multiple groups or multiple like teams, and so I had like 2 rounds of with one company that I don't want to name, just because I don't know who's watching this. One company had a first round interview, a second round interview that was just all like personality compatibility. It wasn't about technical skills at all. And then a final round interview, and I had 4 30-minute sessions. And so I had my first 30-minute interview, and then another hour interview, and then 2 more hours of interview with them. So not including the career fair session that I went to, I was talking to them for over 3.5 hours. Like, I was talking to representatives from them, and that's just like a lot of time, because for each of those interviews I prepped, I made sure I reviewed a lot about the company and their mission, what they do. I wanted to understand all their products, and so it was just a large input of time, and time that I would normally spend editing or uploading or just checking YouTube. I was at home working on prepping for these interviews. So it's a very like good problem to have. I feel very blessed, but I also, that is a large reason why I took the break that I took. And then, yeah, I had a weekend for Halloween. I went up to my university town, which was really fun. I got to see one of my friends from high school came down. I went up. We like met in the middle. So I got to see all my university friends. I got to see her, and that was just really, really good reset. Reminder, just like what I'm working so hard for, like to come back to school and be a better student, be a better engineer, yes, there are days here that are a little bit lonely, but I have a quarter that I'll be missing work, I'm sure, when I have tests and essays and projects and lab reports due, and I'm like, oh, I miss work, where I could spend 20 minutes going around and looking for snacks and chatting with the other engineers if I needed a brain break. But yeah, I registered for classes, which was also kind of stressful, but mostly just stressful because there's kind of nothing you can do about it. Like, you can plan out different like possible schedules, but you have no control over what other students are doing, or what classes people are going to sign up for, or where you have a little bit of control over where your enrollment appointment is, but not that much. And so I was like really worried, because I wanted to take classes with my friends again, just because being online, I found that classes that I had people to study with were so much better, and I felt so much more certain and confident in them than classes where I was alone and I was just kind of like doing my own thing. Because my freshman year, I don't think I had study. My first quarter freshman year, I went to study sessions, which is like organized by a person, like a tutor person who's like paid through Cal Poly, or like my university like hires these students to like lead these sessions. So I would go to those, but I didn't like study with the other kids in my class because, I don't know, I'm annoying. No, that's not why. Because like I kind of got into like this little groove like by myself and didn't think to ask anyone to study. But yeah, I'm excited to get back to school. I'm excited to be with my friends again. It's been really nice having the kitty cat around to keep me company. It's been a little bit lonely. But it's a double-edged sword, because going home and seeing my friends was really nice, but then it makes coming back here feel more lonely, like being surrounded by like a lot of loved ones, and then returning to kind of like your empty apartment. That juxtaposition can be hard for me, at least. So like the Halloween weekend, I went to my university town, and then that following weekend, 2 of my friends from university came down here because they wanted to kind of explore LA a little bit. And then this weekend, a different friend happened to be in town, so I saw him, and that's been really nice. But I don't think, but like during the week, like I think I noticed the absence more because on the weekends I've been getting to see them so much, which you know, like fun and sad. But as I was saying, that's been my life for the past few weeks, and that's part of why I've been not uploading consistently like I normally do, because I've been just taking a little bit of time to um, sit, do what I need to do, kind of work on internship stuff and all of that. And then when I'm feeling like tired and overwhelmed, I've been trying to be better about giving myself rest. Like I think I already mentioned this, and I don't want to be like annoying, repeating myself all the time. Oh my god, I just got so much eyeshadow on my face. Um, see what I did there? Bad Jasmine. But yeah, I like took a full week off of, like a full like 8 or 9 days off of working out. And now I'm getting back into the groove of it, because working out has become something I like doing, and I know I feel better, I sleep better, my hunger cues are more consistent when I work out consistently, so it's nice. I don't get like have issues where I don't eat all day because I don't feel really hungry and then I like have a meltdown, that's definitely been known to happen. More when I was younger, obviously. Like I'm better at taking care of myself now than I was when I was in high school. But yeah, that's been that. I'm hoping to. My plan tonight is to film a bunch, so you'll be seeing this look in a lot of videos that I will post over the next like 2 weeks. Get all of my Project Pan updates in order, because I filmed but never uploaded my Graveyard Project Pan finale, and we're like halfway through December, so that's my bad. But yeah, I filmed it and then just didn't have the energy to edit it. I just kind of wasn't feeling it, I guess. Editing is definitely the biggest hurdle when it comes to things. It's much easier for me to film than it is for me to edit in a timely manner. Oopsies, I guess. But yeah, that's usually how it goes. I will get distracted by other things. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna refilm my Graveyard Project Pan finale. I think that is what it is, but I'll film all the rest of my Project Pan updates that were supposed to go up in November. And then I think I'll just wait another 4 weeks to do my finales. So I'll do my finales for my 2022 stuff like mid-December. No, 22. I'll do my finales for my 2021 projects like mid-December, and then I will come on, Jasmine, you can create words with your mouth. Oh, and then I'll do my intro to 2022 stuff at the end of December, and then we can start off 2022 with like a solid push. That's my plan right now. I had a whole different plan at the beginning of October. I was feeling really energized, really excited, and then October just got super busy, and I had pre-filmed a bunch, and like they were already edited and uploaded and like set to go public at a certain day, so I didn't miss any uploads. But then when those ran out and I was still busy, I didn't quite know how to like get through that. Okay, I've done my top mascara and just a quick little wing. I don't know, just trying things out. I'm gonna take some bronzer with my trusty bronzer brush. But I forget what I was talking about, but some happy things. Loving the new Red. Anyone else a Taylor Swift fan around here? Even if you're not a Taylor Swift fan, has anyone given it a listen and liked it? I mean, it is I definitely go through phases with music in general, but last spring I was going through a really big Red phase, and a lot of the people who look for Easter eggs and overanalyze single thing she does, and really just adore her, and I have a lot of respect for those people because I don't have the patience to do that and like overanalyze things like that, thought that 1989 was going to be the next album to come out or get re-released, re-recorded. And I was kind of bummed because I was in like a really big Red phase. Like I just was really loving that album. And then she announced it was going to be Red, and I was like, yes! So I was almost like purposely not listening to the album because I didn't want to like work through the Red. I didn't want to get sick of it. Not that I ever get sick of it, but you know, like you listen to something a lot for 6 months and then you're like, okay, and then you kind of move on. So I was like, no, I have to save this like love of this album for a little bit. And then I think I successfully did that because I've been listening to her album nonstop for like 3 days now. I have not listened intentionally to anything else. I was in the car with someone and they were playing their own music, and I wasn't going to be like, that person is like, no, my music. I am the passenger, but I am making the decisions. No, I didn't do that. But it was still fun. I'm really liking that. I cannot wait for the new season of Real Housewives to come out on Hulu so I can obsess over it and enjoy it. That's taking too long. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to drag the reunion out. I think the reunion's over. Is it over? Am I crazy? I don't know because I don't have a TV and I have a hard time with all these things. But I check Hulu once every couple of days to see if it'll show up there. Usually things like this go live on Hulu as soon as like the last reunion airs, or like a couple days after, as soon as they're done like airing the reunion a couple of times. I really want to watch it. I really want to know all the tea. I'm trying to like purposely avoid like reactions and stuff like that, or like memes, because I don't want spoilers. I just want to enjoy it for myself for the first time. I don't know. I'm high maintenance, I guess. But yeah, that's what I'm really excited about. I've been watching. I needed something kind of just like comforting and homey, and so I've been watching Modern Family. That's been that. It's definitely a very early 2000s show, which is kind of fun, kind of nostalgic. And yeah, that's been that. I've been kind of off of a YouTube kick. I go through phases where I watch a ton of YouTube, and then I go through phases where I'm like binging shows on Netflix. So right now I'm in a Netflix / Hulu binge session, but I have a sneaking suspicion that it'll switch back to a YouTube binge session when I'm home, when like I'm home over Christmas break and everyone starts coming out with all their Project Pan content. I love seeing all of the like what should I pan in 2022 videos, like people picking their next pan that palette. I've actually already decided what I'm doing for my eyeshadow project pan next year, or else I would also do a video where like I get votes or whatever. Although if I was going to get people to vote, I would probably do it on my Instagram, just because I generally have a little more engagement there. And so like if I had people vote, I don't always get a ton of comments on my YouTube channel, so it might just be one person being like, do this, and I'm like, well, that was a unanimous vote. Which also could be fun, but I'd probably do it through my Instagram. Maybe that's a 2023 thing. But anyways, I've been really excited planning my content for 2022, or my projects for 2022. I'm really excited to start those. I have finished the interview process for next summer, and now I have accepted an offer, and so I know what I'm going to be doing next summer. As far as I know now, I won't have anything barring me from wearing makeup to work, and so I don't think that will screw up my Project Pan progress too much. I also should be, as long as nothing crazy happens, be taking classes in person the next 2 quarters, and in fall as well. So like in-person classes all year. So that'll be a good reason to wear just a little bit of makeup. And so between all of those things, I do think that I will have a good panning year ahead of me. It was funny, 2020 was actually a really good panning year. I hit a lot of goals, and then 2021 was not a good panning year, but it's a-okay. I'm still really happy that I got to do all of this, and I don't know, still work and do stuff on YouTube, even though it wasn't a super successful year. And yeah, I've really enjoyed making YouTube videos. Every time I take a break, I do miss it. Just sometimes I don't miss it enough to stress and like try and force time to make videos, if that makes any sort of sense. And yeah, I'm just kind of trying to get some, I don't know, energy, motivation, excitement back, and then I will be ready for 2022. That's the goal, to kind of get back in the swing of things. But don't mind me. I'm just, moving things for no apparent reason while I'm trying to talk to you. And then what else? I'm very excited to get back to school next quarter. I think I've said that a bunch of times so far, which, really seals it home. Or makes my point evident that I keep repeating myself, but I'm excited. I am excited to get back to my friends. I'm excited to get back to classes. I'm really excited to finish my degree. I mean, the fact that I only have like a year and a half left is definitely hitting me, and there are definitely days where I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? But I'm excited to kind of get things wrapped up. And all of that, of course. And yeah, I just kind of, I've been having a time. The cat is in my room. She would not leave me alone, so I trapped her. I'm honestly shocked she's not meowing really loudly and causing a whole fuss, so that's good. She's really cute. Let's talk about her for a second. She's obsessed with the faucets. Like, if I turn on a faucet, she'll just come running. She loves watching the water come out. She loves tapping her little feet in the sink when it's all wet after I've done dishes or washed my hands or something. She loves when I run the dishwasher, because the dishwasher and the two sinks are connected. So like when I run the garbage disposal, the sink that's not connected to the garbage disposal will fill with a little bit of water and then like go back down. And then when the dishwasher is running, both of the sinks will like kind of fill up with water and then go back down, just to relieve pressure in the system. I've never seen a sink do that before, but all the ones here do it. I asked my other coworkers and they're like, yeah, no, that's normal. And so she loves it because she sits there and stares at the sink while the dishwasher is running and watches it go up and down. She's a smart cat too. She knows like when my alarm goes off. It took her like 3 days to figure out like, oh, that's when she wakes up, and then if I go and lay on her, she'll pet me. Or by she is me. She knows that if she comes over and lays on me, I will pet her. And so that's fun, except when you're waking up we're later than normal and she wakes you up at 6 a.m. on a Sunday. And then what else? There's not too much going on, I guess, and I'm almost done with my face, so that's probably good to wrap this up. I'm really glad that I had like a couple of weeks to recenter myself. I don't know what the upload schedule for the rest of 2021 is going to look like. I don't want to promise that I'll be back on track and break that promise. That's a big thing with me. I really don't like making promises that I don't know I can keep. Yeah, so since I'm not completely sure, I'm not gonna like promise that, oh yeah, I'll be better, but we shall see. Either way, I'm definitely going to find a better schedule once I get back to school. I like to kind of make a tentative plan before each quarter. I could be like, oh, this would be a good time to work out, or this would be a good time to meal prep. And then I try that schedule out for the first week, and then I edit from there. So that's fun. I will try to make sure I plan for filming, so I'm a little bit better than I was this quarter, or this past couple of weeks. But that is everything that I have for you guys today. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being understanding of my break. And thank you for sticking around and coming and watching this video and my upcoming project panning content. I am really happy to still be here and to be making videos, and I'm really happy with how this look turned out. So if you like me, if you like my videos, I will link some playlists in the description box down below so that you can keep watching. And that is everything. So I hope you are having an amazing day wherever you are, and that I get to see you in a future video. Thanks, guys.